Good evening from the Kingdom of Balance. This is the Princess of Balance here with day 83 of going through the bundle for racial justice and racial justice and equality. We're doing game number 247, which is Semblance by Nyamakop. Then we have game number 248, New Ice York by Magic Widow, and 249, Echoes of the Fae by Woodsy Studio. I do this stream every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific, and I look on each session. I look at 3 games from the bundle for racial justice and equality, and yeah, I've been doing this since June 2020, or was it July 2020? So it's been almost 9 months, right? Yeah, it's the 10th month we're on right now. So it's gonna take me about 3.5 years more to get through the whole bundle at this rate, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay, so the first game today is called Semblance. It seems pretty interesting. Here's the link for anyone who wants to check it out. Oops, that's the wrong thing. That's my tweet. Oh no, that's my Discord post. Yeah, that's the... that's not what I wanted to paste. I wanted to paste the link to the game, which is coming up in a second. There we go. So you can get it at nyamakop.itch.io. I'm going to bring it up in a second, and we're going to take a look at it together. Okay, so we have... let's activate that. There we go. So, Semblance. Okay, it's coming. And to turn down the music a bit before we start the game. What's that thing there? Oh, okay, that's the part of the window. I love the colors. It's so pretty pink. Semblance is a puzzle platformer where your character and the world it inhabits is made of Play-Doh. Squish, squash, and deform your character and the world to solve puzzles in Semblance's soft. Boo Semblance asks, what if you could deform and reshape the world? What? I think there's a typo there. Semblance asks, what if you could deform and reshape the world itself? It's a game that takes the idea of a platform in a platformer and turns it on its head. We have the official link to the official soundtrack, and we got some cool screenshots here, and it's only $10 at the moment. In order to download the squishy, you must purchase it at the above minimum price. Yeah. Oh, there's not much else here, but the graphics looks really pretty. Good choices in colors in each level. This looks pretty balanced in the color sense. Nothing too intense. Very good on the eyes, I think. Yeah, it looks really cool. My controller is active. I just need to start the game now. Launch. Gonna turn down the music. And let's start the game. Nyamakop. Good Shepherd Entertainment. Kinda low on the sound. Let's turn it up a bit. Okay. English. That looks awesome. Whoa, that is so cool. Something got sealed away. Everything's getting greenified. Oh, even the creatures. Huh. Cool. So the spirit of something inhabited this form. Oh, cute. I like that it's a Play-Doh concept, but that it's not sticky, because that would have been kind of annoying. Ooh. Okay, that's how you open doors. It's so smooth. Do you see how smooth it is? That is so cool. And I like that. Like, okay, if you're here, it doesn't really scroll unless you go near the edge. And that's cool. And look, there's like, in the front, there's 2 layers of trees. And like, it's not just the background and foreground, there's like trees in between that are also moving at a different pace. And that's, I think, really cool. Ooh. Do, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. Can you go through? No? It's not Play-Doh, it's hard. Oh, there's a thing there. And there's a thing here. Now I can dash. Cool. That's cool. Yeah. You got the dash power. Cool.
Maybe that can destroy the wall.
Oh, maybe. That's a good question. There we go. That was awesome. Is there anything else on that side? No? Okay. Nice, you can dash downwards. Oh. And I've dented. Ooh, dented the level. Can you do it here too? Or is it only the dark spots that get dented? Yeah, it's only the dark spots. The light ones are harder. No secrets here? What? I ran into a bug because I was doing weird things.
Yep.
That's what happens when a QA person starts playing games. Reset squish. Let's not do that again. But I want to. I want to do it again. I want to do weird things in games. That's what I do. Okay. Whoa, that looks spiky. So nope, not gonna touch it. There's another one. Now 2 eyes, and we can do... Ooh, what? Oh, that's a reset. Cool. See, I needed the reset when I got... stuck. There we go. That's cool. It's cool that there's a reset button. There's a stringy part. Huh. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it seems fun.
Because you're gonna reset it.
No, we're gonna leave it like that. If we drop from the top, we'll be at a higher height somehow. If we drop from the top. Interesting. Are these 4 different worlds? I love the dash. It's really long. Hey, that looks like the first tree we saw. Maybe it's a teleporter.
There's a green thing on the top. Oh, I get to go.
Oops. Look at that. It just came out of a root. Wee. 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 Nice. Just gave me 1 sphere of something. I guess we go back now. We collected 1 sphere. Oh. Oh. Okay. So that green one needs to be filled with the red one so that it can be healed. Yeah, and it got healed. That's a big one. It needs 6. Yeah. Huh. Oh, this one.
Huh. You can go in there.
It's dark. It's dark. It's dark. This feels like a different world.
Yeah, it's going to another world. Yeah.
Cool.
See? Big one.
Yeah, this one has 6. It's a palm tree. Let's do the first one. It's cool that the second world is just available just right next to it. Ow. Okay. Oops, wrong window. There we go. Okay.
What are you doing?
Playing with Play-Doh. Oh, this thing, the whole thing moves. That's kind of different. See, when you do this, the whole thing moves, not just like, it doesn't just reshape. That's cool.
There's a lot of people.
Hmm. I feel like the sound of the game isn't that loud.
Pretty low, but I don't think it needs to be loud. There's no really music or anything.
Just got twisted. Just trying to see if there was anything there. Huh. That is telling something, right? Way up there. Oh,
Go underneath and
I'll
push it.
push that thing, yeah. There we go. Okay, got the first one. Don't think I need to do that, really. Oh, okay. It's too, okay, so I need to raise things. Nope.
do it.
I was trying to push that one down enough that it could just, we could just exit through that. But no, you have to go back. There we go.
There we go. What is it down your back?
I know, I was just squishing the land, not beating down the creature.
No, you're beating down the friend.
Oh, wow. How do I do this? Because if you dash through, you like go all the way through. Is there? Oh, I know. That's a neat trick. Make it as low as possible so that when you dash up, you don't touch. Oops. Yeah. Awesome. God. Oh my god. There's an evil crystal. Hee. That was close. Another evil crystal. Oh, that's a cool one. You go through it. Is that the way to go? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Nope. Can't go down? Oh, it's a one-way thing. Something is missing here. Oops. Wrong direction. Okay. Maybe I can land in the corner now. Like if I just shoot down from here. Oh, I still touch that? Okay. That's not the way then. Oops. What if I... Nope. Um, oops. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing with Play-Doh now. Just to see what I could be doing. Oh. Cool. Oh, it can't go far. Okay. There we go. I need to push it to the up. Okay. Okay, so okay, so I'm missing one. And that's the exit. Okay. So we have to get the one that we missed. Okay, maybe on the right side. Nope. Hmm. trying to push that one down somehow. Doesn't seem to be working. Maybe. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Okay, can I squeeze in there now? No, it won't come down. Okay, how about I push it once and then push... Oh, I can't go through now. Oh, can't do both. That's weird. Oh, can you do that? Oh, you can break them. I didn't know that. Okay. There we go. All done. So we go off to the right. There we go. We finished that level. The tree is healed now. Oops. Accidentally went back in. Let's see what the that map thing is like now. Wait. Oh yeah, it has many layers to it. Oh, we finished 1 out of 6. What does this map look like now? Hey, where's the map? I thought there was... Okay. No, that's the other world. Okay. I don't know where that map thing is. I can't seem to go back. Okay, so we finished that one tree. And let's do the next one. That is so cool. There was a heart-shaped cut in the tree. Among the trees. Oh, the middle parts can be broken. Cool. That's cool. Ah. Oh, okay. So jump and break. And then jump.
Of the Overworld, which is actually a remake of Dungeon by the developers, but not.
Cool. Huh, there's a map thing here. That is weird. That is interesting. Look at that. I wonder what that means. Ooh, what is that? That's different.
Oh no, but you put it on.
Oops. Nope. It's permanently on. But I don't know what to do after. There's something down there. Yeah, how do I get there? I have to go around? There's something up there too. Okay, these can only move to the side, I think. Ah, there we go. Maybe. Hmm. Damn. I got stuck. Okay. Can I move this up now? Oh, come on. There we go. Long jump. Two more. Ow. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Can this whole thing be moved? But the ground. Can I, instead of doing that, can I do something like this? Like go over him? Nope. Okay. Something's missing there. Like it doesn't go up and down. Hmm. Okay. I wonder if I need to do it on the right side then, somehow. Huh. Ah, okay. Now it's gonna work. Yeah. Okay, one more. The one we missed. I don't know how to do it yet. Oh, you can. Okay. How do we do that last part? Oh, at least I don't have to redo the terrain. There we go. There we go. That's good. It's good. We're gonna... Yeah. Let's go to the exit. Really cool puzzle game. Yeah, that tree is done. Yeah. There we go. Oh, okay. Hey, that's a new thing. I haven't seen lasers before. So I've done 2 worlds, I think, completely. Like 2 trees. This one and the next one. And this is all in the first world. Okay. And we just finished this one. I love the root thing. And in this world, there was an extra thing that we activated. Okay. Oh, I wonder if you can break it. Yeah, I can move the laser. There we go. There's another tree here.
There's another tree there.
Yeah, so many trees. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna stop here. Since I've checked out a bunch of things. Yeah. Okay, so that is really cool. Really beautifully made game. And so that was Semblance. Semblance by excuse me. Semblance by Nyamakop. And it's $10 at the moment. $9.99. Yeah. So that's our first game today. I'm gonna switch back the music. It's a really interesting platformer. It fulfills that need that people have where when they're in a platformer and they're like, I wish I could modify the level a bit. I wish I could move the platforms around any way I want, like Play-Doh, and then
It's interesting.
yeah, and then navigate it that way. I haven't seen any mechanic about the character getting modified yet.
It's being high.
Yeah, but not like a Play-Doh. Hey, Fire, don't talk. I just finished the first game. It was called Semblance by Nyamakop. It's a platformer where you can modify the platforms themselves. So like everything is like made of Play-Doh, so you just like run into it to change it. See, like that. You played Semblance before? Cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I just finished playing that. I did about 2 trees, I think. Other than the tutorial, I did 2 trees and of the first world. I'm gonna take a quick break now, and I'll come back with the second game. The second game is called New Ice York. And I'll be back in 5 minutes to check that out. See you soon. Okay, I'm back with our second game of the night. This one is called New Ice York, and it is by Magic Widow. There's the link to their profile. We can go check it out there. So get ready for a lot of cyan. There's gonna be a lot of cyan on the screen. See, cyan and blue. Yeah, so this one is $6. It says the city of New Ice York completely froze over while you're asleep. I want you, yes, you, we want you to go find out who did this, why, and eliminate them, no questions asked. You are our top agent. We're counting on you to fix this city. And remember, no questions asked. Okay, that sounds suspicious. So let's check it out. I'm gonna use my controller if it's possible. There's so much ice there. Oh, I can use my controller.
The city of New Ice York completely froze over while you were asleep.
I forgot to switch off the music. I just did that.
We want you to go out there and find who did this, why, and eliminate them. No questions asked. You are our top agent. We're counting on you to fix this city. And remember, no questions asked. You will solve the mystery of New Ice York.
Huh. That's not what I expected. So cold they should call the city New Ice York. There's a bed. Let's go to sleep. No? Check it out. Need a break? Press X or start on your gamepad controller. Chief. Message 1 from Chief. No messages from Chief. To whom it may concern, all water utilities are no longer running. The landlady. It's so old style. The Light Darkness movie. Whose random house is that?
Oh, a buck machine.
The lounge is for the enjoyment of Toasty Condos residents only. And non-residents, we are legally allowed to ask you for your Toasty Condos proof of residency document. Will be escorted straight to jail, thank you. So strict.
What is that? At the bottom?
idea. But it's very, very blue. Everything is so blue. I started there. So I guess I have to go to the place with the stairs. It's going up. Trying to have a bath, but the running water is now ice.
There's signs on the walls.
For the love of God, stop shaking the vending machines. A concerned citizen. Let's shake it. Let's shake. No, doesn't do it. I ain't got no parents. I was born without parents. As long as I get me an ice cream every now and then, I'm good. Such a weird situation. We're still in the condos. These condos are pretty extensive. You are on floor 2 of Toasty Condos. Floor 3 is coming soon. Huh. We got a text. Message 1 from Chief. Chief here. For starters, you should visit the federal state prison. There's an inmate locked up there that may be able to provide some leads of you, and if you ever need help with the case, be sure to ask cop in the police station office. He's very switched on. Can't get there. Come to Toasty Condos. We keep warm no matter what. I bet it's the landlady who did it. Stole all the heat from the rest of the city. Oh my god.
Okay.
No idea which one is the prison. Tony's Pet Kingdom. Police station. Federal State Prison. There we go. Oh, you must be the detective. Chief's given your permission to speak with the criminal. Okay. Yes, I am the infamous criminal. You can't keep me in here long. I'll be out before you know it. No one can control me, not even the big boss of Murasaki nightclub. Especially not them scumbags York and Gustav down the city south. I'd have all their guts for garters if they tried to cross me. Nasty piece of work that boy is, hey. Okay, what else do I... Janitor guidelines. Janitors must sign in at the beginning of their shift and sign out at the end of their shift. All janitorial work is monitored on CCTV. Janitors must in no way communicate with prisoners. Listen here, you talk to me one more time, I'll fucking kill you. Okay. I talk to you 2 more times after. Please inspect inmates visiting times not often. We want you to be a cop. Wow.
Okay. And you're gonna go to the police station.
Gustav. Oh wow, this is even harder to look at. Gustav's Italian Ristorante. Today's special ice cold mamas on hand-raised yeast dough pizzetta, topped with the local home-style julienne ice block shavings. Wow. What? I'm under suspicion? How about you take a hike? I don't telling you shit. Now if you excuse me 1 second, I have the damn business to run. I I just absolutely adore this delicious, delicious frozen food. Whoa, it's so hard to look at. I am the chef. I'm gonna get out of here because it's so hard to look at. Okay.
Nice.
Seedy House, the York Den, Murasaki Nightclub. There we go. It's also hard to look at. Sorry, mate, no entry. And do something about that ridiculous haircut. Okay.
You should go to New York then.
What's needed to gain entrance? Patrons must adhere to a strict dress policy. No open toe shoes. Long sleeve shirts only if you must wear a shirt. Also must have a collar. No wife beater, singlet, bra, nothing. Covering, shirtless, no hats, no glasses. Stiletto height must be a minimum of 20 centimeter. Maximum of 4 colors may be worn at once. Oh my god, so restricted. Oh, it's that kind of a club.
You should go to New York then.
Oh my god, every one of them looks really difficult to look at. Sure, I know criminal. Shame he turned out the way he did. He was a good kid. I remember serving him his first beer. Feels like it was yesterday. Huh? He's underage? He's 16 years old. Now I can have you arrested for serving alcohol to a minor and not checking his ID. It was an honest mistake. I thought he was 24. He definitely acts like one. Can't afford to be arrested. My family is dependent entirely on me and this pub. Maybe we can make a deal. I'll overlook your abhorrent crime if you give me the dirt on some people. I guess it's either that or we'll starve. Fine, but not here. I'll meet you at the police station after work. Here's my number. Okay.
Like a bar.
The dream that once was, the freedom long gone, the existence of a choice to drink warm golden beer. Okay. The floors are awful to look at.
No, that's better.
Goddess sex. Beer. Bus stop. Okay. Meet him at the police station after. Welcome to the police station where you sign up to be a damn cop and they make you mind a damn desk. Only authorized staff allowed beyond this point. Alright, there's a suspect here waiting for you to interrogate him. Okay. Voluntarily, huh?
Well, the person. There.
See, I told you I'd be here after my shift. Good, thank you. Let's begin. Tell me everything. Okay, so let's start with the club owner. I'm doing you a huge favor even talking about him. He's got connections all around the city. If he hears me talking to you about him, I'm a dead man. Let's just put it that way. So I know criminal at one point was doing a little dirty work for him, silencing rats, people like me, I guess. But look, criminal is a good kid at heart, well, at times. I'm telling you, he doesn't have the capability to conduct such a complex work like freezing an entire city. At least not on his own. I doubt he would be trusted to even play a small part in such an operation. Interesting, noted. Now tell me about restaurant owner Gustav. Well, what can I say? I like Gustav, I really do. We are basically neighbors. As a fellow business owner, I feel his day-to-day struggles. I'm not aware of any shady business involving Gustav, though. Go on. Not sure if this will help you, but I'm pretty certain he's having an affair. Don't know with who, but I do know he disappears from time to time to get some. That's all I got for you. I'd appreciate if you didn't mention this to anyone, such as the club owner. Very good. Thank you, York. You're free to go. Okay.
I guess that's how it works. But first, oh, again.
This chief criminal has just escaped from prison. He may still be hiding around the area. Keep your wits about you and be suspicious of everyone. Okay. I used to like coming here to look at all the animals, but they're all gone now. Oh, wow. Wish someone would take me out to the art installation on the west side. Okay. Really hard to look at. So far in this book about multiverses, I've learned that it's highly likely they exist, and that while we don't have the technology or brain power to achieve it right now, it's very possible to travel to different universes. Okay? Wonder how that's relevant to the game. It's an interesting investigative. Yeah, it's an interesting investigative game. I like catching up on the latest issue of my favorite comic book, Madden Bug Scrolls. This is all I do with my life. I wish it wasn't so hard to look at, because the game itself is interesting. Join our book club. I wonder if you can change the color.
Maybe in this setting?
No?
There's nothing. That's there's the two other plays there. Geometry class.
Oh my god.
There's a person there.
I think my eyes are gonna get wrecked if I play this much longer. But it's an interesting investigative game. You press F8. There we go. Okay, so that was New Ice York by Magic Widow. It looks on the screenshot that there's a fight sequence as well that you can do, but I haven't gotten far enough to see that part. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch on the music back. It's $6 right now, and it's if you can handle the colors, I think it could be an interesting investigation game. Okay, so I'm gonna take another break, and I'll come back with our last game of tonight, which is it's a visual novel called Echoes of the Fae, Chapter 1.
what you have is nothing more than a system of wires and circuits. It can show feelings only to the extent of which you program it to. It will be your friend, no more than the table you built it on will be.
Okay, I'm back. Our last game is called Echoes of the Fae, Chapter 1 by Woodsy Studio. It's a visual novel. Let's take a look at that. Here's the link to it. There it is. So it looks like this. They make a lot of visual novels, and this is just one of them. When I looked at their profile, it was just full of visual novels. Echoes of the Fae is a series of visual novel detective stories set in the high fantasy world of Oraz, starring Sofia Rykov, a human private investigator with a dangerous secret. Following a near-death experience in the war, she spontaneously developed the ability to use magic. She is joined by her Leshin partner, Herman Kaldi, a doctor fascinated by Sophia's magic but fearful it will soon come at the cost of her life. Together, Sophia and Herman investigate the mysteries and tensions of Vodotsk, the city they intend to make both their hiding place and their home. In the Fox's Trail, Sophia is hired to track down a missing Leshin with connections to the human resistance during the occupation. Investigate how you prefer, with over 100 choice points throughout the story. Some will improve your relationship with the characters, others will provide you critical information, and some will change the fate of the people you will come to know.
What is it, a visual novel?
Yeah, it's a visual novel. Okay, sounds interesting. Sounds like this is a world that they actually like it is an extensive world that they created for several novels and not just for one of them. So yeah, let's see how they implemented that. Oh yeah, I installed it already. Let me see, it's in the start menu. For some reason, visual novels always take a bit of time to load. Cool. The usual visual novel stuff. Start game.
Humans aren't supposed to use magic. That's what the Leshen say, at least.
I have a client here to see you. She...
Not again.
Oh, late again, of course. Oh, a cat. How did you get in?
Now what?
Did Sophia leave her window open again? Of course she did. Once again, it falls on me to clean up her mess. Suppose I will handle this client myself too? What did I expect? We received a payment yesterday. She is probably passed out somewhere after blowing half of it on booze again.
It's her.
No, no way.
Sophia?
Is that you? That almost sounded like a yes. Oh shit, this is bad. Okay, first we need to seal all the doors and windows and prepare a small fire. But the client is just in the other room. We can't...
Don't panic.
Just wait right there. I'm going to talk to this client and we'll get this all sorted out. I know what to do.
Lady Rieckhoff would love to see you, miss. But unfortunately, she's a little under the weather. Fortunately, I'm here. I'm her associate, Paramon Irkaldi. How may we be of service?
Irkaldi? You are from beyond the forest. What are you doing here so far from home?
It is a long story. One that I suspect we do not have the time for, if you have come to ask for Lady Rieckhoff's services.
Indeed. I have come about my son. I believe he is here in Vodotsk. And I need you to find him.
Not to turn down work, but all Leshen who have chosen to remain in former occupied territories are required to register with the county guard. I can direct you to their offices, but I believe it would be a waste of money to hire us.
He won't be on the rolls.
Is he here illegally? We don't.
He's dead. Or at least that is what I was told 3 months ago. But I know it's not true. Oh, how cute. Is this your cat?
Yes! Yes! This is my cat. But she's not supposed to be out in the front room. She's supposed to stay in the back so she doesn't bother the customers.
It's no problem. I have a strong affinity to cats. How long have you cared for her?
It's not...
Yes?
Tell me more about your son.
His name was Fulren. Fulren Ir-Adik. He was serving as a guard in a prison camp just outside the city.
If he's still alive, he'd be smart to return to the forest. These people have forgiven many of us, but if he...
No, it wasn't like that. Fulren was a kind man. And, in fact, that's why he died. Or so I was told.
What do you mean?
You know how things were in the last days of the war. The Ir-Dune did everything they could to prevent the surrender to the humans.
I know that better than anyone. I was at Onigrad.
Did you witness the immolation?
Shush!
It's fine if you don't want to talk about it. But if I'm going to hire you, I have to ask.
I was not one of the instigators. I was a medic. I had no idea what the Ir-Dune were going to do. If I had known...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. It's just I had to be sure.
Tell me what happened to your son.
Days before the surrender, the Ir-Dune came to the camp, ordered all the human prisoners killed. But Fulren and the guards refused. They stood up to the Ir-Dune and helped some of the prisoners escape.
I see. And why do you think he's still alive? Can you still feel him through the Fae?
No, but I didn't feel him die either. Perhaps it was when I was asleep. But still, I do not believe. Is this cat bonded to you?
Oh, no. No, of course not. Nothing like that.
I sense something.
Just a protection ward. I was practicing. That's all.
Fulren had a bonded animal. A fox. A friend said that she saw it here in Vodotsk, near the Krovikin Church in the South Market Square. That's why I believe he is here.
And that is why you believe he's alive?
Have you lost a parent, Herman Ilkaldi? Or Dune forbid, a child? You know when they die. You feel them leave you.
You said you cannot sense Fulren anymore.
But I know he did not leave.
Then what do you believe happened?
Someone here is keeping him prisoner. I don't know why. Revenge, perhaps, for the immolation or the occupation before it.
I'm sorry. We can't take the case.
I'm gonna bite him.
Ow! I don't trust it.
Interesting. Only some dialogues are voiced. Does that mean it was like that it was changed after the voice recording was done? It says
Show some respect.
perhaps something troubles her. My family specializes in mammalian telepathy. If you'd like, I could.
I apologize.
Thank you for the offer, but I must decline. I can do nothing to help you in return. Son's case is simply not the sort Lady Rykov or myself can take on at this time.
Explain yourself.
I don't understand. Your advertisement specifically stated that Lady Rykov works on a variety of mysteries, and I don't exactly see a line of customers behind me.
I don't trust it.
I still have the liberty of choosing our cases now, if you please.
In that case,
Yes, I will see myself out.
Why?
Damn it, Sophia. I know you must be frightened right now, but causing a scene did not benefit anyone. Now, if only...
Thank Dune. Are you all right, Sophia?
Look on your face! Oh, I wish we had one of those Picta charms. I would have treasured the image forever.
This isn't funny. I don't think you comprehend the danger of transmogrification. It is a rare form of high magic that Leshen must train several decades to master at least. More like a century. And for a human, well, I don't think it's ever been done by a human before.
Damn, if only I could brag about it. I'd be famous.
Or imprisoned in a laboratory somewhere, being poked and prodded by your fellow humans, until they figure out why magic comes so easily to you.
If that happens, I'll tell them they just need to stand in the middle of a giant Fey reactor explosion. They'll all kill themselves trying to recreate the incident. Problem solved.
How can you even joke about that?
Sorry. I just want you to look at the bright side here. No one's going to figure out what I can do. Even if I used high magic right in front of someone, they probably wouldn't believe their eyes.
Don't you dare!
I won't. But this new ability could be really damn useful for solving cases. You shouldn't have turned that Leshen away.
I would have turned that case down even if you weren't dabbling with dangerous high magic. But now, I can't let you take any cases at all. As your doctor, I must advise a minimum of 3 days of house arrest. The practice of transmogrification can cause many strange side effects to beginners. Following a transformation, you are likely to experience dizzy spells, muscle cramps, confusion, and you may sporadically exhibit behavior similar to the animal you inhabited.
No, I use what did you call it?
Transmogrification. Polymorphy.
I use it every day. I have for months.
No, you haven't.
You saw my scars. Those didn't just go away.
That's an entirely different thing. It's practically low magic. You could find a dozen human witches out in the Reach who could give you a glamour that does the same thing.
What's the difference?
Think about it, Sophia. You are changing how much mass you have, your shape, the way you move.
I feel fine. And there's no way I'm staying in this dusty heap of bricks for 3 days. I am taking that case.
You. Health concerns aside, Tiatha's case will only lead to trouble. Her son might have been disappeared around the time and place of the immolation. Yes, you see? Investigating his case would open up old wounds from the war for anyone involved. And I'm afraid that might be the point of it all.
The point of it all?
Tiatha Ir Adek, that woman who was just here, is hundreds of years old.
Wow. I sure hope being bathed in Fanergy gives me the same vitality you all have. But what does this have to do with anything?
Many Leshen, especially our elders, are still loyal to the Irdyun. They may want to restart the war.
Where do we come in?
I fear she may be using us. Puffing the bellows at the embers of the war. Inflaming the tensions between our people. Even if she's telling the truth, we risk reigniting tensions. Whoever hides a prisoner of war long after its conclusion must certainly bear a grudge on his enemy. Perhaps humans who enjoy seeing Leshen suffer.
The war happened. We can't change that. We just have to deal with the consequences and move on. Besides, we need the money.
We just got paid for a case yesterday.
Well, yeah. I spent it. Some of it. Most of it.
On what?
Booze, mostly. But I also discovered this new treat at the Dastra bar. It's this little
For Leshin on her own without any human allies. Rebuilding the city has been difficult, but not nearly as difficult as trying to find common ground between our people after a generation of war. Fortunately, it does not seem as if Tiatha has gone far. She waits near the edge of the city as if expecting Haramon to come after her. Oh, there's movement too? All quite interesting, but there's something I'd like to know more about. Okay. Yeah.
Curious.
Tell me more about this fox, the bonded animal Fulren had.
We all make mistakes.
It's a common woodlands fox. He found it while out on patrol before he was dispatched to the Vodost region. Probably 6-7 years old. Bonded animals live longer than wild creatures. What color? Have you ever seen a woodlands fox? Alright, you got me. I grew up near the Reach. We had more mountains than forest, more wolves than foxes. Red and black fur, not something you'd normally see here in Vodosk, even this close to the forest.
If that's true.
And you are sure it's Fulren's fox that people have seen?
May the Fae guide us.
Undoubtedly, it's trying to find him, and if you follow it, I suspect you'll have success. Why don't you just follow it? Because I'm hiring you for the job. Do I really need to explain myself further? Church.
But you said.
Fulren's fox was seen around the church. Did he have any particular relationship with the Krovakin church?
How is that?
No, why would he? Just trying to figure out what is going on here.
Do not be fooled.
It's not unheard for Leshin to convert, but not Fulren, not my son. Then why would the fox end up there? If anything, they were probably keeping him prisoner, used his supposed death as a cover to take him to and do awful experiments on him. That's a serious allegation. What do you know about the church, Lady Rykov? Never been much of a believer myself, but I have seen the people they heal. Their sacrament cures almost any disease, so they must know something.
If you ask me,
They are an abomination before Dayum, worshipping a false goddess. I have family who are believers. Then I'm sorry for you, though I suspect Nulyevna that your relationship with your family is strained. I can't deny that. I know it's a touchy subject, but how did Fulren supposedly die?
we all make
You mean the
mistakes.
story given to me by the Human Empire? Human Empire? Hey, Lapidus would love to know what sort of language has taken hold. To know that sort of language has taken hold. Did I misspeak? There is no empire. There's a self-proclaimed emperor, but it's complicated.
Would you agree?
The human kingdom's only ally to repel the Leshin, and now your leader wants to make the allegiance into a permanent arrangement, basically. Why do you know so much about human politics? Our people were at war for decades, but you were asking about Fulren. You said that he helped some human prisoners escape the Irdium executioners. Do you know the name of any of these prisoners? Anyone I could talk to? These prisoners were probably the last people to see him alive. Edward Galkin. Who?
I believe.
That's the name of the human who reported the death of my Fulren. What do you know about him? He was one of the prisoners at the camp where Fulren was stationed. I can tell you where to find him. He lives in the city, though he refuses to ever see me. I'm sure he feels guilty over,
As it should
as
be.
well he should be.
Let me think.
I'll be sure to speak to him. Perhaps he remembers something about Fulren's last moments.
That's all for now.
I know what I'm asking is difficult. Finding a dead man? Yeah, it's up there. And I'm not a fool. I know I might be wrong, but please, if the story of his death is true, where is his body? It was never recovered?
I must know.
Now do you see why I'm unconvinced? If the story is true, if he was killed by his own people, the Irdiun, for helping humans escape execution, why wasn't his body preserved?
How did this get here?
That's a good question. Surely your people, even if the Irdiun would have returned him for a proper... Even the Irdium would have returned him for a proper burial. That they did not assures me that he is still alive. Please, Sophia Rykop, take the case, find my son.
How did this get here?
What are you offering?
In that case,
Would a pound of gold suffice? A pound? I'm sure we could work out whatever that would be in your currencies, just that we have far more use for the metals than any paper signifying the value. That's a lot of gold, and I don't get me wrong, we'll definitely want the gold. I'm not sure there's anywhere in Votos that accepts imperial rubles. So have I convinced you? Will you help me find my Fulren? I'll do it. I'll find your son.
Splendid.
That's what I like to hear.
I've got this.
Don't worry, I'll find him and the gold you offered, Hermon.
I can accept that.
Find Fulren or his body and it's all yours. Okay.
Are you all right?
Are you feeling tired? Please tell me if you haven't experienced any nausea, dizziness, rashes. Rashes? Well, I do have this itch on my back. That's not good, Sophia. Let me see, please. That eager to get my shirt off, eh? I want to prevent you from suddenly sprouting fur all over your body. It's something that could easily happen if you continue to jump between human and feline form. That does sound unpleasant. But I keep telling you, Hermon, I'm fine. I wanted to take a nap because I'm feeling a little lazy. It's as simple as that. In that case, your nap can wait. If you want a break from working the case, I have a better idea. Chocolate yowza berries? Chocolate what? No, sorry, but maybe you'll find my idea fun nonetheless. Okay, try me. I know that when I tell you not to transform into a cat again, my advice falls on deaf ears, so I've decided to brew you a tonic that should minimize any side effects.
Let's get into trouble.
And this idea is fun because drinking the brew will give me raunchy dreams? That's unlikely, but I need some ingredients that aren't sold in the market. Specifically, I need some herbs that can only be found in the Great Forest. You told me once that you wished you had more opportunities to explore the forest. How would you like to hunt for some herbs with me? Oh, that does sound exciting. But won't we piss off the forest Leshin if we go tramping into their territory? They'll get over it. If we run into any Leshin, I'll handle it. Wow, this sounds like more work, but it also sounds kind of fun.
However,
If you prefer to stay here, I understand. After all, I'm the one who suggested house arrest. But I also know you will do as you please, and in that case, I would appreciate the company.
Let's go.
Sneaking mission into the Great Forest, I thought you'd never ask. You were just gathering herbs, but I'm glad you want to come. And please, let's try to be discreet. Here we are at the Great Forest. It's so
intriguing.
magnificent, vibrant, pure, overrunning with raw life energy.
Maybe?
I was going to say quiet. But I like your description better. I'm not much of a poet, really. Looking for a small plant with yellow tip leaves. You'll find it growing in bushels near the base of large trees.
Remind me.
What's this herb called?
Shall
Yellow
we?
tip. Well, that sounds simple enough. Leave it to me, Hermon. Why are they all over the place? They're supposed to be at the base of trees, right? I would have thought that you'd have to pick the right one because not all of them are the same.
I've got this.
Do you hear something rustling in the trees over there? I think it was just my stomach. I've worked up an appetite. No, I don't hear it. I can sense it. A connection to the Fae, another Leshin. I guess I still don't have the ability to sense that sort of thing.
That's
Of course you don't. You're not Leshin.
beside
I'm
the
not
point.
even sure you're of the Fae. You're...
This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
Never mind that. I don't want a Leshin to scold me like a child for trespassing in the woods. What should we do? Let's hide? Hide? Seriously? I thought you might have a more elegant solution.
Focus. Sophia?
Faye, save us all. You are incorrigible. Herman reaches down suddenly and picks me up by the scruff of the neck. I yowl and flail, but his grip is firm. Soon he has me clutched tightly to his chest. Aha. What's wrong? You don't like being picked up? Too bad. I'm getting us out of here. As quickly as possible, Herman and I return to our little portion of the woods, much further along its edge. Well, we're out of the woods, but Sophia, here I am. You're unhappy with me, but come on, I helped you gather the herbs. So you did, and it's a good thing too, if you're going to keep using your powers so recklessly. Please, Herman, this is getting tiresome. If I wanted someone to nag me with rules all the time, I would have stayed with my family. I just want you to be safe. I haven't been safe ever since Onigrad. There's nothing to be done about it, and if you think either of us can control my condition, you're fooling yourself. Well, good luck brewing that potion anyway. I do appreciate it. These herbs will help me get started, but the potion is complex. I'm still missing a lot of ingredients. Wow, you should start a side business or something for these potions of yours. Serving as your doctor and assistant takes up quite enough of my time, thank you. Oh, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You saved my life, Sophia. The least I can do is make yours more comfortable. Oh, now you're making me blush. If you want to keep helping me with this potion, the next ingredient I need is Kadani root. It doesn't grow locally, we'll have to buy some, and it might be expensive. How expensive are we talking about? Maybe 30 gold? Are you kidding me? I could buy some Vadiran whiskey with that and probably enjoy it a lot more. Please, Sophia, this would serve you much better in the long run. I don't know about that. So, do you know what happens when a polymorphized Leshin can't use Fey magic? No, I guess not. They can't change back. They're stuck in the form they transformed into. Why wouldn't this hypothetical Leshin polymorph be able to use Fey magic? There are certain enchanted items that places on the continent capable of cutting a Leshin off from the Fey. That's temporary, but a complete severance from magic would likely have a permanent effect. This is because the return to your original form is itself a magical transformation. So if I suddenly stop being able to use magic, I could be stuck as a cat forever. I might be able to get your form back, but it would be dangerous and others would have to find out about your magic. And it would be far more expensive than 30 gold pieces. This is why we should do everything we can to stabilize your polymorphy. You want to be able to change back as soon as you feel anything unusual going on with your magic. Alright, well, if I find 30 gold pieces lying around, I'll consider spending it on an exotic route, but only for you, my friend. excites you really don't have enough to do.
Take a look at the name on the writ. Do you recognize it?
Ciara Ir Alba? I don't think so.
She was one of the Leshen prisoners who escaped Donegrad before the immolation. With your help, if I recall correctly.
You're bringing up that old tale again? You know the Imperial Army cleared me of any wrongdoings. None of those Leshen had anything to do with the attack.
That's the official story, but it seems like it isn't the full one. I've been tasked with uncovering Ciara Ir Alba's connection to the Ir Dune.
What?
Her release and pardon, like all Leshen prisoners, was conditional upon her being entirely uninvolved with the extremist plot that detonated the Onegrad Fey reactor.
What does that have to do with me?
Surely you must be worried about what will happen when we find out you helped one of the terrorists who destroyed Onegrad.
Like I told you, I was cleared of any wrongdoings. You're not going to run me out of Vodotsk like this.
We'll see. Depending on how the Ciara Ir Alba story goes, I wouldn't be so sure. You know, since you are so personally connected to this matter, it would be helpful if I could take your statement.
You can read my testimony before the Onegrad Commission. There were dozens of pages, and I'm sure you can requisition them.
So, you're not going to cooperate?
Not when you're clearly trying to involve me. Change your tune and help me out in my latest case. Maybe I'll reconsider.
My writ orders me to investigate Ciara, not you. You're just a bonus. If you were suddenly cooperative, you're not so interesting to me.
Come on, Artemovich. You know you're interested in me.
What do you want? Why are you here?
What do you know about a Leshen by the name of Folren Ir Adek?
Nothing. Why would I know anything about a Leshen?
You're the city inspector, Artemovich.
Believe it or not, the Leshen that remain in Verdansk want very little to do with the Imperial Inspector. The Lapidus sigil means nothing to them. They deal with the Separatists before me.
But have you heard the name before? What about his mother, Tiatha?
I'm not going to do your job for you, Lady Rykov. Hell, I don't even want you doing your job.
Think of it this way, I'm here to do you a favor.
This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
I don't believe it.
Hermon believes that my client might be looking to inflame tensions between the humans and Leshen here in Vodotsk. I thought you would want to know. And who is your client? You know I just can't give that information away. The client is Tiatha Ir Adek, isn't it? How did you guess that?
You're trying that again?
You're not very good at keeping secrets, especially for someone who's supposed to be so fantastic at uncovering them. But it didn't say anything at all about Tiatha or my case. She came here first to see if there were any Leshen prisoners out in our jail.
It doesn't add
She
up.
came to you before me and she gave you her name.
In the meantime,
The Empire is no danger to peaceful Leshen, but she knew well enough that I wouldn't help her find whoever it was she's looking for, so now you're here. Never mind, yes, you're right, my client is Tiatha Ir Adek, and she's looking for her son, Folren. He supposedly died in the last few days of the war, but she thinks he's still alive and here in the city. Can't Leshen feel that sort of thing and be sure of it? Yes, and that's part of the mystery. She says she can't feel him, but that she knows he's not dead. Sounds like a liar to me.
What a mess.
That's what Hermon is afraid of, that she might be using me to start some kind of conflict in Vodotsk, searching for a dead Leshen killed in the war and opening old wounds. You should listen to your friend, but I know you won't.
I can use this.
See, we can work together. We understand each other.
you're trying that again?
I suppose I should thank you then for letting me know that you're about to start trouble. Best thing you've ever done for me. How about this? You hear something about this Ir Adek boy? After I start ruffling feathers, you tell me?
You'll have to do
I'd rather you just avoid ruffling feathers. You know that's not gonna happen. Fine, if you cause trouble, I'll be sure to let you know about it, but I can't promise that you won't be the one I haul into jail. Good luck catching me.
fine.
Say, if you're looking to make a few gold pieces the legitimate way, I might have an Imperial writ for you to deliver. You want me to run errands for Emperor Lapidus? I want you to run errands for me. That you were given by Emperor Lapidus. As you keep pointing out, we're under this land from. Until it's all worked out, everything within city limits is held in trust by the Vodos Council. Doesn't that give them a motivation to drag their feet? Except outside of the city lines, the Empire can operate with impunity since there's no one to kick them. I like a little bit of exploration combined with visual novels. Even though I've lived in Vodos ever since my recovery, this is the first time I've set foot inside the Krovakin church. Growing up, I've never felt comfortable in church, and after what happened to me in Onigrad, that sensation has intensified. The Krovakins know more about magic than any other group of humans. Though their ministers are forbidden from using it themselves, they study it, they assist the scientists who work to harness it, but ultimately they believe that they serve a power higher than the Fae.
Hello there, stranger. What brings you to our church?
That's a cool
Maybe?
shirt.
Have you seen a forest fox around here? Black and red fur.
You're looking for a fox?
It's a long story, just wondering if you've seen it.
I don't recognize you. Are you a new member of the flock? It's not like that.
I don't really worship.
Is there a reason why?
I'm sorry, but I'm actually here on business. I don't really have time for a sermon.
That's your mistake. After all, Lady Esther has time for you.
I'm sure she does. She has nothing but time.
What do you mean by that?
Just want to know if you've seen the fox or its owner, a Leshin by the name of Folren Ir Adek. Did he ever come by here? Oh, you got quiet all of a sudden. I take it that name rings a bell.
No, of course not. Why would an elf come here? Lady Esther does not watch over their people.
And why is that? Never made much sense to me. Dewin cares for them, Esther for humans?
Lady Esther is not the same as June. What has Esther done for the elves? Did she come through the Fae for the elves? Did she die for the elves so they could learn from her? Maybe?
I don't know, maybe that was hundreds of years ago, and we didn't exactly have time to ask her before.
Miss, you should not speak such words here. This is...
Sister Amelia, please lower your voice. This is no way to treat a guest.
But this woman...
The church is open to believers and non-believers alike.
She comes here and openly mocks our teachings.
Actually, I just came here to ask a few questions.
Heretical questions.
What has gotten into you, sister? Please, return to your quarters until you are calm. Again, I must apologize for Sister Amelia. Please, allow me to begin this introduction anew. I am Patriarch Arkady Dmitrievich Vanzen.
Sofia Rykov.
Ah, House Rykov. The hunt is not without honor.
That's cute.
Do you memorize all the house banners?
Only those I've ministered to.
So you know my mother.
She is a generous patron of the church. It is surprising that you do not follow in her footsteps, but alas, Esther has not made herself clear to you.
Maybe if your staff was more welcoming.
Sister Amelia must be feeling under the weather. I've never seen her so caustic. Very strange.
I doubt Sister Amelia's just feeling unwell. I think she might be hiding something. I came in to ask about a woodland fox and she immediately got defensive. Now I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem like a very worrisome line of questioning.
No, it does not.
That tells me that she probably knows something about the fox.
Are you looking for a lost pet?
It's a little more complicated. The fox I can probably find is the owner I'm looking for, a Leshin by the name of Folren Ir Adek.
Strange you would come to the Krovikin church looking for a Leshin. We do not have many of their people among us, as you well know.
I'm quite well aware, it's just... Wait, I just want to be clear on what you just said. You do not have many Leshin. Do you have any?
Esther welcomes all who wish to join her and serve her on this earth.
But they can't see into the Fae. They don't age. Why do they need a...
Esther gives us more than a connection to the worlds beyond, and certainly more than just the promise of a longer life on this earth. Why would a Leshin serve the church? Perhaps even I don't know. That is not for me to question. Perhaps she has something different to offer them.
Like what?
We humans must force our connection to the Fae. It takes decades of practice to even begin. Because of that, we romanticize it. We treat it as some great gift. But perhaps the Leshin, bored with the connection, grow tired of it and wish for something else.
Well, you've certainly got my interest now, Patriarch.
Unfortunately, I know nothing about the Leshin you seek. I was merely speaking theoretically.
What about Sister Amelia? Could she know something about him?
Perhaps. She's been in Verdansk for much longer than I, but I highly doubt it. She assures me that she has told me everything of importance, and I would find a Leshin convert, no matter who he might be, very important.
Does she know that?
Undoubtedly.
Curious.
So tell me a bit about Amelia. You said that she has been here longer than you. What do you mean?
You cannot believe such things.
I was not dispatched by the church to Vodos until the town was liberated. There was no official Krovakin presence here. The Leshen didn't permit it? No, of course not. The whole region was cut off from the rest of the human world. No religious exemptions to the embargo? The Irdiun do not consider us a religion.
Does anything else come to mind?
So what about Amelia? She was here during the occupation? She maintained an unofficial presence for the church within the city walls. She ministered to the flock, would give sermons in abandoned warehouses, and helped support the general psyche of humans in the city. But the church itself, this building, was abandoned? Amelia was smarter than to hold service here, where they would find her. Were there any hard feelings when you took over? Did she think she should be the matriarch of Vodos?
By the light of Esther.
Esther teaches us that jealousy towards those on whom she has bestowed her favor is without merit, as she will choose us when we are needed. That wasn't an answer to my question. There has been a transition period for the church, but change is never easy. She will understand that I have been chosen to lead Vodosk. Why wasn't she given a chance?
Here is what I think.
Now that the church has official presence here, we are permitted to administer the sacrament of tears. Only those who have been trained at the Divine Institute may perform the ritual. Is there anyone in Vodos who can even afford the sacrament? One would hope that the fortunes of the city will continue to ascend as we become further removed from the occupation. What about you, Patriarch? What brings you to Vodosk?
I know what I must do.
Like all who serve Esther, I am here merely to enact her great vision. Just surprised to see a son of House Venzen ministering to a city on the Leshin border. You're a long way from home. As are you, Lady Rykov. That's fair. I'm running from my family. Can I assume the same goes for you?
Open your mind.
Not at all. After the end of the occupation, I was chosen by the church to lead this region. It's simple as that.
Let's get into trouble.
What did you do to piss them off? Nothing. Why would you assume that I'm here as a punishment? Just figured that House Venzen would pull you a much cushier position, far away from the kind of place where you have to deal with questions about missing Leshen, or any Leshen at all. This is where I want to be, Lady Rykov. I have been given a great responsibility here, and I am the youngest patriarch in the church. That would not be possible out east. Ambition, then? The High Patriarch and the Emperor both recommended me for this post. Miss Rykov, how could I turn it down?
I've got this.
Now it's coming together. You're here for the same reason as Inspector Luca.
What?
And that is? Emperor Lapidus wants as many loyal people in Vodosk as possible. I'm here to serve Esther, not poke about in the politics of men. And the people who put you here?
What now?
You are very prickly for someone who came here looking for my help.
Watch and learn.
I don't really have time to be courteous.
You are an interesting woman.
I respect that, and as to your concern, it does not matter how I found myself here. Esther works through all men, and uses their avarice and desire for power to craft her own plans. That is an interesting perspective on a god. So even if you were put here for the wrong reasons, you are okay with that. I know what I have to do here in Vodos. The plans of others do not concern me.
That's true.
Do you mind if I pick your brain on something unrelated to the missing Leshen? Another case of something more personal? Just curiosity. I don't often get to speak with someone who has trained at the Divine Institute. That is your own fault, Lady Rykov. Our doors are always open, as long as I am not busy, I am always available. What is the church's position on magic?
by the light of Esther.
Ah, rather a complicated subject. We do not often preach to this topic, as it is not applicable to most of our followers. Esther created man and thus must have given us both the ability to use magic, but also the biological obstacles that make it so difficult.
It doesn't add up.
That sounds like a contradiction. Indeed, and it is. Many scholars have tried to reconcile this paradox. Many believe that human use of magic was only a transitory phase. We were really meant to use it as we do now. To bring light and advancement through technology. So Esther wanted us to use magic in the exact way that started the war with the Leshin. Doesn't seem like much of a plan. Even our oldest prophets, those who said to have heard the voice of Esther themselves, could only perceive scraps of her vision. Perhaps the war was necessary for completing her path to ascension. That is not a pleasant thought, but it is one that must be considered. So everyone who died,
You were correct.
they have all been redeemed in the eyes of Esther. I'm sure that's comforting to their families. If they are believers, it is.
That's all for now.
You are always welcome.
If you need anything else, I will be here.
Thanks.
Here's my address. Let me know if you see the forest fox and I will come back and retrieve it. That was interesting. Should focus on finding more clues right now.
Okay, if we go to the center instead,
Mm-hmm.
because now you're going back to the board.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to the center gate instead, you're gonna go to the other row house where you have that place where the person is.
Heard any good gossip lately? Gossip? Well, I hear that some of the elves' border cities are in chaos. Oh, really? Most of them who were living in occupied territories returned back to their lands. They settled in cities in the forest rather than making the long trip back. Guess there's some overcrowding. After what they put this city through, I hope it's hard on them.
How about this?
Ivan Afonin, as a matter of fact, I do, but why are you looking for him? Because apparently looking for missing Leshin from the war isn't hard enough already. You work privately though, right? You don't work for the Emperor? I do whatever pays. Officially, no, I don't work for the Emperor, but I'm running in this errand for someone who does. I just hope he's not in trouble again. I need to deliver a writ of investigation, so he might not be in trouble just yet. I hope the investigation will determine that. Fine, I'll tell you where to find him. Hopefully he'll face up to the investigation rather than stirring up trouble. Either way, he'll probably react better to a pretty woman than Inspector Teterev. I try. He works at the city hall as one of the front desk clerks. He works long hours there, so you should be able to find him most days.
It doesn't
That's
add up.
odd. I go by the city hall occasionally. I don't remember ever seeing someone with his name. He goes by Dmitri now. After the long war, he changed his name. There are too many people who might bear a grudge from the bad days, you know. I understand. I won't shout it to the rooftops. He is a big burly man with a face like a hawk and an earring in one ear. That kind of hard to miss, really.
I can use this.
Hiding in plain sight, as they say. Thanks so much for your help. Just give him the news gently, won't you?
Oh, there's a person standing there.
That's probably him. Okay, I finished 2 of the main story objectives. Um,
Please ignore magic and dark. That's probably City Hall.
so according to your desk plate, your name is Dimitri? That's correct. Too bad I'm looking for a fellow named Ivan, and you're a close match to his physical description. Interesting coincidence, too bad I'm not him. Drop the act, Ivan. I spoke to your friend at the odds and ends shop. She told me you worked here under an alias. She sold me out? Nothing like that. She seems to believe you have nothing to hide. She hopes that if you cooperate and respond to this writ of investigation as requested, any trouble can be avoided. A writ of investigation. I received a pardon for my crimes during the war. Commander Aristov approved my appointment here, and this may not be related to that. All I know is that this writ of investigation originates from the royal courts of Lapidus. The rest is up to you. Just consider yourself served. Someone has made a big mistake, and they will regret it. Fine, but you can voice your complaints to Imperial Inspector Artemovich. I'm just a messenger.
Same place each room.
Lady Rikov.
You must be the reason Ivan Afonin came to visit me just now.
But
Why don't you look happier about it? Because he tried to punch me in the face, and with a fist like his, he might have done some serious damage. Fortunately, I'm rather quick on my feet. I'm sure you are, Artemovich. That's why I wasn't worried. So then, you did mention there'd be some payment involved?
Nice
Right,
work.
here's your gold.
nice.
Nice doing business. You know that job wasn't so bad. If you have anything else on your plate,
In the
I
meantime,
don't have any jobs for you at the moment, but I'll keep you in mind. Ask me again later.
Yes.
It's a promise.
Oh, hello there. Who are you? I hope that you're selling something because I'm already interested.
Selling? No, I'm not selling anything except answers, I guess. That's right. The only thing I'm selling is the truth.
I see. You're with the Krovikins. How disappointing. You looked far more interesting than a typical church girl.
The church? Oh, no, sorry. I was trying to be poetic, and apparently I should stick to the facts. I'm a private investigator, and I'm looking for Edward Gelkin.
Then I have good news for you, love. You have found him. And a private investigator. What turnabout. First you were interesting, then you were boring. Now you are fascinating. What's your name? I feel I'm at a disadvantage.
I'm Sofia Noyevna Rikov.
Nolyevna.
Disowned by my mother, took away my father's name. It's a long story.
I bet it's more interesting than anything I can tell you. Now, what are you investigating? A jilted wife? I'll confess, I may not be innocent there.
No, not this time. Though I'll keep you in mind next time that's the issue. I'm actually looking into the disappearance of someone you may have known during the war.
Huh. Well, I served alongside so many soldiers during the war, I may not be of any help.
You'll remember this one. He saved your life, or so the story goes. I'm not looking for a human. I'm looking for a Leshin, Folren Ir Adek. Not much to say all of the sudden.
Folren is not a missing person. Folren is dead.
That's the official story, and what his mother was told, but I'm looking to find out if there's something I'm missing. By all accounts, you were the last person to see Folren alive. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
The official story is the truth. And I'm not just the last person to see him alive. I was the first person to see him dead.
So you can confirm that Folren Ir Adek died during the war.
The war was already over when Folren was killed. The immolation of Onegrad was the last gasp of the Leshen.
They thought they could bully us into submission, but even their own people turned against them when they saw what war had turned them into.
Trust me, I know all about it. I was at Onigrad.
Once again, Olivna, I suspect you have a far more intriguing story to tell than I.
Try me.
I was a poor soldier, never meant for the front lines, but the youngest of my brothers. I thought I could prove myself, and I was wrong. I was captured less than a month into my services, spent the last year and a half of the war in a prison camp. After the immolation, the BRJE came to camp and ordered all the prisoners killed. But Folren helped me escape. He was killed by his people so I could live.
What?
You saw him die?
What have I been telling you? Of course I did. Cut down by an arrow just yards from the prison camp.
What happened to his body?
I didn't stick around to find out. I was the one they wanted to kill, after all. Folren just got in the way.
I need more.
Well, in that case... Why did Folren risk his life and die to save you?
What do you think?
He was a good man. He and the other guards cared about us. They respected us. They knew it was wrong for their BRJE to demand our deaths, especially right at the end of the war.
Say again.
How long did you know him?
Of course.
He was there the entire time I was at the prison. He cared about us. He knew how dumb the war was, and I think he only stayed in the army to make sure we were well treated. Not for us, I suspect he would have joined the uprising against the BRJE back in the Leshin homeland. So when the BRJE tried to take command of the camp and kill you, he and the other guards unlocked our cells, let us go free. They defended us as we escaped.
Curious.
Did you expect this?
Folren.
You never expect someone to be willing to die for you, no matter how close you've become.
I'm
Sorry, that was crass.
Don't you
No,
worry.
you're just doing your job, and I'm sorry to report that it is pointless. Folren is dead, I'm sure of it.
Curious.
Vodotsk is a long way from the Eastern Highlands and the territory of House Galkin. Why are you here?
The sky seeks no anchor.
I was imprisoned nearby for over a year. In a strange way, this feels more like my home than home. Does your family worry about you? Never had much standing with them, sadly, and getting captured less than a month into my service didn't do me any favors in their eyes. Though I suppose I could have it worse and be disowned like you. You think it's bad to be captured by the enemy? Imagine if you're accused of assisting them during the immolation.
What do you mean?
That is why you were disowned? You assisted the Leshin at Onigrad? Nothing so awful. At the very end, right before the reactor exploded, we all knew that it was only a few of the attackers responsible. The rest didn't understand their mission and were innocent of anything to do with the immolation. I helped them find their way out of the military base where they were being kept.
Folren.
So you were like Folren, you didn't want your captives to die. Something like that. I was injured in the immolation, and while I was recovering, the story took a life on its own. Couldn't get out in front of it, and once my superior realized I was still alive, I'd already been branded a traitor. Even after the Leshin surrendered, even after my actions were explained, my family still refused to listen. And he stayed in Vodotsk because I've got my reasons for keeping out of the public eye.
Excellent.
We have a lot in common.
Remind
Has
me.
Tiata Adek come to visit you?
What now?
Why would she? I'm sure she must blame me for Folren's death. Actually, she thinks he's still alive. She's the one who hired you, isn't she? If I can't find him, I'm to find his body. That's why I asked. I doubt you'll find it. The BRJE likely burned him as a heretic.
Remind me.
Isn't burning a corpse itself blasphemous?
Of course.
Exactly. You do not understand the BRJE if you think that they care to obey their own rules. And you do know about them? Folren told me his family was very religious, though he was not.
Curious.
Did he talk about his mother? Was she with the BRJE?
Well...
I don't know. She was religious, and he had Irdune in the family that I know for sure, then Herman was right. I need to be careful. Indeed, I would suggest that you avoid looking into this matter altogether. That is exactly what Herman said as well. Did he visit you first? I have never met the man. Ha, could have fooled me. So when I find something out, do you want me to let you know?
Let me know what exactly.
What happened to Fulren? He saved your life, so I thought you might have some interest in...
What have I told you? Fulren died. I saw it myself.
I just thought...
I know what I saw.
What about his body? Don't you want to know where he is buried?
What would that mean? Fulren isn't his body. It's just a remnant of what he once was. What use would I have of that?
Don't you want to pay your respects?
I already do that. In my own way.
So if I learn something...
Please, Sophia. Nolyevna. I don't want to relive that time of my life. You must understand, don't you? You were a veteran too. You witnessed the immolation. You wouldn't want to be dragged back into those memories, would you?
Like I have a choice.
I don't understand.
Some of us don't have the option to forget.
Did I offend you? That's the last thing I would wish.
Don't worry, Edward. I'm tougher than I look.
That is good to hear. I would not want to alienate you, Nolyevna. Should you wish to consult me on any other topic, I am right here and waiting for you.
This guy sure likes to flirt. Huh. Then why won't you help me? Even if this job is a dead end, I'll get the money if I find Fulren's body, surely.
Have you not heard anything I have said? I don't want to even think about those days. I am a new man, Nolyevna. I have no interest in the past.
Thanks.
If I learn anything, I'll be back.
I look forward to seeing you again. Though I hope it will be for other reasons.
Can you go further?
I found another bug. Okay.
Episode 1.
Yeah. There's an episode 0. Yeah. So that was Echoes of the Fate, episode 1. Yeah, that was very interesting. I like the fact that you can also walk around in this visual novel. That makes the pacing better for me, so I'm glad they put that in. It's $8 right now. And this is the second game of the series, I believe. And you can get the first game on their profile, and it shows, yeah, episode 0, the immolation. That's what they're talking about throughout the game, the event that they're talking about. It's a free prologue. You can play that one for free, but and you can buy this one. Yeah.
And the last sacrament is probably the third one.
Yeah, the last sacrament is probably the third one. Yes. Yeah, okay. Let's switch to the next screen here. Okay, so today we did our 83rd session going through the bundle for racial justice and equality. The games we looked at today were Semblance by Niyama Kop, New Ice York by Magic Widow, and Echoes of the Fae by Woodsy Studio. Here's the link to all 3 of their profiles in the chat, and all 3, yeah, awesome. The art on this stream is done by Rifna. You can check out their profiles on the links at the bottom right corner. I'm also gonna paste them in the chat so you can check them out. Here we go. Yeah, that was really interesting. I liked the variety we had today. We had a platformer and kind of like an investigative RPG, and then investigative visual novel. It's pretty cool. They're coming up with very different, wide variety of games nowadays over time. I like the creativity that goes into this. So that concludes our 83rd session. My next stream for this is on 26th April at 8 p.m. Pacific, and the one following that is on the 30th of April at 8 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, I will do some more casual streams, and on Wednesday the 28th I'm going back into Eternal Darkness. If I don't stream on Saturday, I'll just stream on Wednesday for that. Yeah. And I'm also occasionally doing joining Rifna stream for Monkey Island on Tuesdays usually. So our next one is likely on Tuesday the 27th. Okay, so thank you all for joining us today, and I'll see you sometime next week. Have a good night.